What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. This video is a little bit different than the stuff that I usually post. It's basically a huge compilation of clips that I shot on my phone throughout Hurricane Ian's life here in Florida. Now I was debating not uploading this video just because it's not something I usually make, but I said screw it, why not, let's just upload it. It has almost like a cool time-lapse style to it that shows the hurricane itself, the day after and then the aftermath of it, the little lull in between, and then the bad stuff. So either way, I have more content coming soon, but for now, enjoy the video. What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm sure you could already tell by the events going on in Florida right now. Hurricane Ian has basically just landed on the West Coast over by Tampa, and it's not good. I wish that there was positive things to say, but I'm feeling for all the guys on the West Coast. It's rough out there. It's really fucking rough. We're a little safer to be on the east side, but still, check on your homies, check on anyone that's on the west side. I've been seeing photos floating around of people from the coastline with cars floating away, houses completely submerged. So hanging out in the LS right now, just kind of watching stuff. You can see the winds starting to pick up over here a little bit. It's been raining all day. This pond is getting excessively higher and higher, so not really too worried about cars getting flooded out here. Mainly just shops and stuff. I know the Drift HQ shop on the other side of our shop is pretty low down there, so starting to get some strong gusts of wind. Well, there's really not much to do during all of this. It's either we lose power and we just hang out in the house, or we make with what we got while we have power. So I figured I'd just pop into the shop and just tinker on the Supra a little bit. Still waiting on a bunch of parts, but when am I not? The joys of building cars. I don't plan to be in here for much longer. I plan to do some Supra stuff, but didn't have the right bolts, go figure. So I'm going to just basically look for anything that shouldn't be on the ground, make sure that it's safe. I put this thing up on jack stands just so that it is safe. The pond outside is rising very quickly, so better safe than sorry. I'm gonna listen to it against the door. Shit's gnarly. Deechwork stuff up here. Oh man. Good morning. It's the next day, I guess. Could not get sleep at all. Was tossing and turning all night. Woke up at some random point, probably like 2 a.m. and was just super paranoid about the NSX being in this home garage. And I'm glad that I was paranoid, but I also caught it a little early. So this is my view right now. This is the front yard. Sean's Pilot. Everything underwater. Barely halfway up the garage, halfway up the driveway. That's flooded. Still have a little bit until it reaches that side, but I put the NSX on jack stands, raised it up another 10 inches last night. I don't think, I pray that it doesn't get 10 inches higher, because that would be catastrophic for the entire place. But this is wild. So this is a Drift HQ side. This is obviously our shop over here. Del Sol, she chilling.
She can weather any storm, brother.
Yeah, she's good.
They're fucked.
This is so much water.
Look at the tires. Look how tall that is.
Oh my god.
That's like a 265 tire and it's underwater.
Yeah.
Dude, that sucks.
Yeah, that sucks bad.
They said they don't even want to open the doors. I really hope it's not that big in there. But like the edges of the doors are open. Like that's not sealed.
Yeah.
God. These cars are fucking. Look at that. It's underwater. I mean, those are all shells and beaters, but.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Just, I'll never let go, Jack. It's still not really. I mean, I guess it's over.
It's coming through a little, but like.
It's a little curved a lot.
Might not have AC, but.
It's like almost to their house.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
shit.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Dude, that was up to the doors. Damn, old fucking Chevy's a trooper, dude.
Fucking rig, dude. Day 3. I didn't film anything yesterday past what you guys saw when I woke up, but hurricane is gone. I think the worst of it is over. You guys remember what the front looked like yesterday? All the water has receded for the most part. Still, this center section here is still full. Around the backside of the building over here is still full. Little bit of water over there, but everything around the house besides the little storage unit over there is all dry. I had set up these little stick markers here at like 9:30 in the morning yesterday where the water level was, and same thing over there on the driveway. So the water was up to here the last time that I talked to you guys, and during the night it was all the way up to the garage door. You can see all these pine needles got pushed back, giant pile of them here. So I mean, it came pretty close, you know. The house was just high enough, I think, to where it would have taken a few more inches of water for it to actually hit the house, but it looks like we're in the clear for now. We're just doing some cleanup, going around checking stuff. Real shitty situation, but not as shitty as the guys on the west coast of Florida. My heart goes out to you guys and everyone out there that's dealing with this at its fullest. This is a living nightmare for everyone in Florida, and I'm sorry to anyone that had to go through it. This sucks. So you can see all this is still flooded over here. This is just used for random stuff. What I'm worried about now is when a hurricane comes, it sucks up all the water from the sea and dumps it on top of you. And then when the hurricane leaves, where does that seawater go? It goes back into where it came from. So now my worry is, are we going to get a second flood? Because all that water is going to come back into the bays, into the lakes, and we're in the middle of the marsh. So fingers crossed that we are okay. And if we get any more water, that it goes up to the level that it was at before. I'm going to leave the NSX on jack stands in the garage, the Supra on jack stands. The Century is over in the big building, so I don't think that car will be an issue. Del Sol did have water get up to the wheels, but I think the car's fine. But this is fucking crazy. Oh, Garza coming in hot. The rig survived.
Can weather any storm, right?
She weathered 6 owners after me, so if she can weather that, she can do anything.
You can weather Gainesville, Georgia.
I can see like a little water line on the front bumper there, a little bit of dirt. So I got that far, but I bet you that thing would turn over and start right up if I put a battery on it. Operation.
Just like this Honda right here. Yeah.
Operation Save Drift HQ. Got the pump running from here all the way around, just trying to disperse the water onto the other side of the property because it's actually going somewhere. All the water over here just keeps coming back to here, but you can see Drift HQ did not fare very well, unfortunately. But this pump is actually working very well. You can see it's just sucking the water right out. So we'll see what it's like in like a half hour. Shit's wild. It was much worse before. The water was all the way up to the top of this first tire. This place had a foot of water in here. So not the greatest situation. Okay, I can't remember the last time that I left off with you guys, but I remember saying that we were worried about backflow and water coming back into here from all of the rainfall from everywhere else in Florida, especially being 2 miles away from the largest running river through Florida. And we weren't wrong. Everything filled back up. It's all the way, it's just barely touching the main shop. And now it's Operation Save the NSX time. So we woke up this morning, The water level obviously rose a shit ton overnight, and there's no scheduled forecasting of it stopping right now. So the driveway is about 3 feet away, 4 feet away from the water touching the garage door, and I just don't want to chance it. I know I have the car on jack stands, but the highest point here is over by the big storage building with all the lifts. So we're gonna hook this thing up, drive it over to the house, get the NSX in here, and bring it over to the lift building.
Michael helped the turtle cross the road, so
I did.
He's a Florida boy now.
Yeah, we would have filmed it, but we just, I don't know. I helped the turtle. It was cool.
Turtle lives matter.
Turtle lives matter. I want this all to be over so bad. Man, this is fucking crazy. I think there's a clip from yesterday where I showed that none of this was here, and all of this is just back feeding, back from the river, back from all the rain. It's crazy. I've been setting up markers. Like I said, this marker floated away. That marker, you can barely even see it. That little stick sticking up right there. I put that there last night at like 9 o'clock, and it's risen that much more since then. So there's no telling how much more this is gonna go, and that's why I want to do this and get this good. I'm very thankful for the things that we have and the people that are here that are able to help in situations like this. Like Marco. I'm very fortunate and very thankful for this man. I mean, the carport wasn't covered yesterday. Now it is. She's been in here the whole time on jack stands. But hopefully my predictions are good, and moving this thing over to the higher ground on the property is the move, because it doesn't look like this is slowing down anytime soon, and it's really starting to sketch me out. So I'm gonna get this thing off the stands. We're gonna figure out how to get it in the trailer and then bring it to safety. Everyone's moving everything to the big storage building that's on the property because it's the highest point. The storage building itself is full. The foundation in the concrete is much, much higher than everywhere else. So this is where the NSX is gonna live for now. I'm just gonna leave it in the trailer. The trailer's higher than everything else. If we need to move it out, then we can to rescue more cars, but I'm gonna leave it in here for now. 400. I got nowhere else to put it. Just hoping it doesn't get high enough over here. But it's getting close. Keep that car in your prayers. Best daily. This is wild. This is fucking wild. All of this wasn't here yesterday. That's the only dry patch of land now. All right, day 2 or 3 of backflow, and the thing that people don't tell you to worry about with a hurricane. So most of my cars moved out of the way, got them high up and everything, but I definitely didn't expect the Del Sol to be in danger, and it is. So this car took on some water, and it's unfortunate, but it's a Honda at the end of the day. I didn't expect it to get this high, but there's water in here. ECU's on the ground over there, swimming. Not the ideal situation. I'm sure it's gonna need a new, thankfully there's no battery hooked up to it. So, you know, at the end of this, I can probably just put an ECU in it and it'll be okay. But this shit is so unfortunate, man. I know so many other people got it way, way worse than us, but the problem is we don't know when this is gonna stop. And it just keeps coming and coming and coming, and all we can do is just continue to raise our cars up and just to hope for the best. So I'm gonna push this thing back as far as I can and hope that it doesn't get any higher or any worse. I'm gonna go into the shop and raise the Supra on jack stands some more. It's already on jack stands, but can never be too safe. Look at this. The one little patch of dry concrete. Yeah, this was I know it was like just an update video. When things like this happen, I just feel like I need to film, even though there's really like not a whole lot of crazy content or car stuff going on. But this has been wild. Watching the video back from the very beginning to where we had the hurricane, and then this place was basically completely dry, and then all the way up until now where it's the polar opposite and this place is twice as bad as it was during the hurricane, is insane. This morning, this little patch of concrete was not here, and that just shows that this place is slowly starting to recede back to where it's supposed to be. That's weeks from now, unfortunately, but it's cool to see though that this is back. This has been a roller coaster of emotions for this entire week, and probably will remain that way for the next few weeks. Del Sol took a little hit, but I'm sure with the new ECU that thing will fire up and be just fine. LS400 is okay still. Never reached the side skirts, never reached the car like fully to the inside, so that's good. NSX, Supra, they're both good. Century's good, so I'm very thankful. While all this has been happening, I've also been trying my very best to send out orders, get those out, and start working on a new product that I have that should be coming out soon. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. There's obviously a ton more content coming soon with the Century, the Supra, the NSX, all that stuff. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.